It don't matter where you are in your life. You don't have to do it by yourself. It don't matter what you need. Colin can help.
Those are just the big
Right.
ones.
And with that, like we were talking earlier before we started rolling about the 3D printers and stuff, like to me, like I walk through my local micro center, they have a $350 and they have a $5,000 one. Is there less merit in a less known name, or do you just really have to just do the due diligence on the machinery if you're going to go for somebody that's not a Miller or a Lincoln?
You got to be careful, because the people that are not the Miller or the Lincolns are often offering less. And welders have gotten really high tech. They're all in, the good ones are inverter based now, which is just black magic to me. So, but it works really well. So if they offer less, you're not getting as much as the Miller or Lincoln, and you may not need it, but in this world, in this fabrication world, if you own a fabrication shop, your processes count. You got to be able to offer what other people can't. You have to offer what people want, and that's often the top.
And I was just thinking too, after I asked that question, when you have the people walking through the shop to kind of, you know, see what it is you're doing, I think by having that big name, you know, the Miller or the Lincoln on display,
Right.
that instantly, the same way when I walk into a coffee shop and I have a MacBook instead of a big old clunky Dell or something, like you're instantly, you see that, you're like, oh, well, that's a very professional tool. They might know what they're doing.
Yep.
So it's kind of just using their brand to help build your brand.
It really is. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Nice.
Yeah. We're mostly, I know this says Lincoln on it, but we're mostly Miller here. I'm a huge fan of Miller welders. I have a small Miller plasma cutter, but our main plasma cutter is a hypotherm. So, and that is like, in my opinion, the tops in the industry.
And what makes the Miller your personal favorite?
Probably because that's what I started out on, and it's what I'm comfortable with. It's the same old story. You start out with something really good, you stick with it because it works for you. Lincoln would work the same for me, but you get people out in the world and they will battle between Miller and Lincoln.
Just like the Windows and Mac and same thing, whatever you started on. Ford, Chevy, right?
They all did the same thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's all the same.
So, but I really like Miller, and the dealer that I work with is like family now. I've been buying equipment from him for over 30 years. So I stick with Miller mostly because of him.
Again, those personal relationships.
Oh,
and
just a wonderful, wonderful guy, wonderful business. Got it from his father, except he took it big.
Gotcha.
So that's why we're mostly blue here. Blue being Miller.
Right.
In the world, blue is Miller.
Blue's Miller, and then it would be what, red for Lincoln?
Red for Lincoln. Yeah, and that's how welders talk about it. Blue or red.
Blue or red is just like the Matrix. Which pill are you going to take?
And there's other stuff out there.
It don't matter where you are in your life. You don't have to do it by yourself.